I wanted to take you guys through a few things I found here. I'm sure some people are looking for some light at the end of the tunnel. When are things going to take off? It has actually been suggested that SHIB could be on the verge of a 274% move when it breaks out of this massive wedge that we have been building. And I want to talk about that with you guys. I want to highlight just a few other pieces of news here as well. So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. But let's just dive right into this. When we're looking at SHIB, again, not a whole lot's changed since yesterday. It's been pretty quiet overall. Yesterday, we were actually down 1.39%, down. We're up 0.82% right now. It's about 7:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. And it's been kind of blah. And I want to talk about that more in a later video, but it's been kind of boring. Volume's been kind of low. There's not a whole lot going on. And we're actually, it looks like maybe building a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders here. I'm not ready to say that yet. But we still need a little bit more liveliness from SHIB and other assets throughout the crypto space. Shiba Inu, just for some context, $81 million in trading volume over the last 24 hours. If you guys remember, we've talked about this before. When SHIB tends to fall into those low volume ranges, it tends to see some pumps out of it. Okay. Now, again, this isn't a guarantee. This is just what we've watched take place historically speaking. In times where SHIB gets quiet, it gets loud, we tend to get a bit of a surge. Sometimes we do almost one of these where we get a little bit of a push back up and everybody gets excited and we erase it completely. So maybe that's what we're on the verge of. That would actually confirm my inverse head and shoulders theory a little bit better, because if SHIB pushes up here and gets a rejection down, then we're actually building that right shoulder on our inverse head and shoulders. And then maybe the market gets a little bit lively here as we get into the mid to late December range. Not saying that's going to take place for sure, but right now it looks like that's apart from any manipulation or big negative news in the market or anything like that, it looks like that might be the path that we want to follow. But what's interesting for SHIB is that there's an analyst suggesting that SHIB might be on the verge of exploding 274%. Right now, we're actually building this massive wedge in terms of Shiba Inu. And when we do break this is a wedge that has been building since all the way back here in the highs of 2024. You guys can see the top of this beginning back in late December 2024, bottom of this actually down here in September of 2024. So what this shows is that we might be headed down towards the point of this, meaning that SHIB could in fact go lower, especially if things get kind of crap in the market. We're kind of on some comfortable ranges, so we don't always have to head towards the point of this. But obviously a breakout for SHIB of 274% would actually move SHIB back to almost the highs that we saw back here in December. Now, again, I think it's going to take some excitement in the market. It's going to mean that people need to think that the cycle, 4-year cycle, is invalidated. It's going to take probably some short leverage liquidations. It's going to take some capital rotation to SHIB that we haven't seen in a while, not since basically early 2024. The things kind of have to align right now for Shiba Inu to make some of those moves. I will say the thing that just continues to work in our favor overall is that exchange supply just continues to crater. We basically are setting new all-time lows every single day there, which is a great sign. It shows that conviction is remaining strong. That's what you want to see. But again, it's going to take a bigger overall market push to really get this bigger move in gear. All right. Now, again, maybe that's something that doesn't happen here in 2025. Obviously, we're only about a month away from the end of the year now. We haven't seen new retail adoption. Everything's kind of blah. Even the news has gotten kind of stale. I think some of this news will hit harder once we start having like cascading ETFs, once there are bigger discussions again about the Clarity Act in Congress. There's a lot of things that can really get us in motion here again. It's just, I think now kind of about getting through the holidays and getting into a fresh start in 2026. One thing I do want to mention before we close out this video is Thailand officially implements 0% capital gains tax on Bitcoin and crypto. This is a pretty big deal. And what I'd like to see is this start taking place throughout the world. Don't know if that's going to be the case or not, but this is obviously helping promote crypto products and services. You'll probably start to see a lot of building in Thailand. Would make a lot of sense. But I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts here. Do you think SHIB could make this 274% move? Do you think we go lower before that happens? Appreciate you. Have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.